Hey guys, how's it going? So this has been a wonderful day and we are at the Sacre Coeur today and the weather is quite nice.
So this is my video. What are you doing here?
Well, it's my camera though.
But it's my video. We need to talk. We need to tell them what exactly your experience in France.
Just follow
Okay,
me.
Arizi. हाय गाइस, नमस्कार, बोजूर एंड वेलकम बैक। तो आज मेरे साथ जो है ही स्पीक्स ओनली इंग्लिश, हिंदी समझ में भी नहीं आता है एंड बोलता भी नहीं है। So he is going to share about his experience. He did his masters in engineering from Paris.
Thank you, Madhavi. So I'm Gokul. I'm doing my masters here in Paris, and now here we are making a good content for you guys. If you guys don't know, I'm from Chennai. I studied masters in embedded systems here in Paris. I'm living in Paris for almost 3 years. It's going to be 3 years, and this is my third summer here.
Alright guys, काम की बातें करते हैं. So let's talk about your college. You studied from which college? Why did you select this college? And how was your experience overall? Because there are many students internationally, they face different type of challenge, and national students, they face different type of challenges.
Engineering school here in Paris, it comes under category of Grande École, so which means like a big
It is
school.
RNCP certified.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it comes under conference the Grande Écoles also. So it's like a very highly specialized engineering school, only offering 3 master's degrees. So I selected that to come here, and my master's is masters in embedded systems. So it's basically for 2 years,
Okay.
and 1.5 years of studying and 6 months of internship experiences. It's one of the college which I felt in Paris, and 6th around this month where it was nice, and it has some few of my senior colleagues I knew, and they were also there. I was like, and the courses also, it was nice, and I want to have some good like Parisian experience, you can say. Yeah, so that's
Not like
that's the
me
reason.
staying in suburbs. The masters they provide in English, or it was in French.
So it's 100% in English.
So all the 3 masters are in English.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But if you speak at a level of B1 or B2, you can do the same course in French.
No. So technically,
only
as
English.
per academic side, it's 100% English.
Okay.
But there is a French course which they university side also offers.
Okay.
So which we had tie up with Institut Catholique de Paris. It's also the premier schools of learning French here in Paris. So we had this tie up, and we used to take our French classes over there.
So you speak French.
Japonska. But I'm on my way there, getting there.
Okay. The next thing we are going to ask him that why you selected France. Because I was supposed to go to Poland, but you guys already know that somehow I landed up in France, and it was a good experience so far. Why France?
So my experience, I would say I selected Germany, but France selected me. So that's the reason I end up in France actually. But because I was studying the language German, and I was actually got few admissions from the university, few other
Germany?
universities from Germany.
Okay.
But then at the end I felt German language is not my thing. It's not made up for me. So I felt it was really difficult. So and then I quit my German classes and everything. I finished A1 also, and then I came back to learning French, and I started pursuing French language as well as preparing myself to be fit for
Okay, so-
Paris. France.
So you started learning French before coming to France,
Exactly 3 months before.
and you knew that you have to come to France. That's
Yes,
why.
yes, exactly.
So, French or German?
Hands down French. It's my personal opinion.
French is easier.
French is much
to
more
learn
easier. Yeah,
than
I
German.
felt.
I don't know if you have seen his videos already, but he also has a YouTube channel by his own name, and he's a very techie guy. So you might find some technical videos in that. Also, he found accommodation with the help of cruise residents, and he also gets a CAF. So he can explain it better, and he also has a special video made on that, which is above, and you can just check that link and you can see. So we will know more about how he found that accommodation, how the college helped, and how he is applying for CAF.
Technically, Cruise is a student association for people who wants accommodation here in Paris. There are multiple locations in France also, so you can check out their official website. So the way I found was through my university. So I just basically contacted my university and I just asked them, can I have one accommodation here?
Okay.
Because I know my uni has a special tie-up with that residence,
Right.
and for me the application process is like very different. I don't have to do anything personally on my side, so I just have to call my university, which I did. Just basically write an email, and they took everything on behalf of me, and that's it. I just took a flight, landed here. That's it.
And how do you apply CAF? Is there a
So-
specific procedure in that the college is helping you, or
So typically, when you are an international student here in France,
Okay.
each and every international student should be accompanied by a international team member from the university. Where they will help you in each and every situation. In my case, I just contacted my university international office, and they technically guided me through each and everything. Even for CAF, I had English speaking staff where they was like, okay, just give us your personal credentials and we will apply on it on
Right.
your behalf. So that's what it did happen to me. So I didn't go through the pain in the first 6 months,
Okay.
and they took the health insurance, the CAF, applying for the bank,
bank.
everything. They guided through me, and really my university really helped me out on this.
as you said, technically the university is supposed to guide you with everything. OFI, phone, bank, opening for CAF, etc. They should actually provide you all these details. So जिसको भी प्रॉब्लम है, जिसको भी क्वेरीज है और कॉलेज हेल्प नहीं कर रहा है, बिफोर यू टेक एडमिशन टॉक दैट how I am supposed to do with all these things, how I am supposed to apply for all these things, so that you can get a confirmation. Written में हो तो best है, otherwise you can just speak to your college people before you take admission that CAF और ये सब में कैसे help मिलेगी हम. So Mr. Gokul, we heard that you have already learned basic French from India, and
Yes.
now so you did A1, I think.
So
And now you are at what level? And from where did you learn the language? How is it going?
I got the admission to France in the month of June, and I just know that I'll be coming to Paris in that particular September year. So I was like, okay, let's do some French, because I am zero in French when I first even started applying to this university. And then so I joined Alliance Francaise. I did finished A1, and then I came here.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, university French classes are there. I thought, okay, that's maybe enough. But the surprising thing is, that's actually not enough. And I would particularly recommend the viewers who are watching this channel, I would say, if you are not even up to the level of B1, please don't enter France. I'm sorry, but this is the harsh reality. So for now, I'm actually working my every soul and heart into this to improve my French to B2 at least.
But still we talk in English.
Exactly.
Voila. For you guys.
I get a lot of DMs saying that university French classes may be enough, blah blah blah. But trust me, guys, I've been living in Paris for the last 3 years, and I done 2 internships here, and I gone out with many people here. Even I had French people as friends and French roommates. I'm living with my French roommates for the last 1 year and almost now, and still trust me, the French level is not enough. So please work really hard on improving your French, minimum B2, and that's when even you had the chance of getting a higher job here. And please don't ignore this. That's what
Yeah,
this
so-
is my honest experience.
Exactly. That's what I say, that there are immense amount of resources to learn French, and university French is just very basic. You might need to go to particular classes, or there are so many applications, as I discussed in the previous videos. Like you have italki, you have Busu. So there are many resource जहाँ से you can learn French words, vocabularies. But at the end, until you speak, nothing will work. So there can be so many words in your brain, but if you don't speak French, if you don't try to speak, even if it is wrong with anyone with native French, or the other country people who try to learn French, it is not going to help. So you have to be like 100% French when you are learning the language. You have to start listening to podcasts, songs, watch movies. There are so many movies, there are so many Netflix series, and you need to talk with someone. Maybe you can talk with him, he speaks good French. You can talk with me as well, and you just have to give your 100% to learn French. That will, and that is going to help you in France and any other place in the world. So how was धूप आ रही है यार, चश्मा चाहिए. So how was your French learning experience in France, and what applications or which resources you have used? It doesn't look nice.
Okay, so particularly in my case, I don't trust being like going to the full classes and sitting and doing some long grammar works. I really hate it because they are making the language learning as a subject which I hate.
Okay.
And I want to learn a language as a language. Imagine how I learn my mother tongue. So that's why I wanted to technically even learn my French. So these are the steps I took. Number one, I replaced my Netflix learning series to French series actually. So I watched, instead of watching Emily in Paris, which you should do, but technically it's not the real Parisian experience. You should go and watch Family Business and Plan Cœur, 10%. Replace your English series with your French Netflix series. It's really going to help with subtitles. And number two, and I started introducing the micro habits into my everyday life. For example, while brushing my teeth each and every day, I listen to French podcasts. For example, ouipodcast.com. So this podcast is like authentic Parisian accent of French, which improves your French. And number two, podcast fluidity appear. So this is also a very good podcast. He takes a particular topic. This is a much more intermediate French podcast, but it really helps it out. And I train my ears to basically listen and separate the French letters. If you know, French letters are really squished together, and it's really hard to separate when you are listening. And I had a real trouble when I actually came to France in between. And this is how I solved my issue. And finally, I was doing some exercises in Busu. So I paid, even I was a paid member of it.
Okay.
So definitely not a paid sponsor of this video, but I'm using it for the last 6 months, and I'm very happy with my personal experience. So that's it. So, and after that, do the French grammar exercises. This is a must. And you have the book like a Les exercices grammar français, like an intermédiaire, le nouveau débutant, and then expert. So courant. So you practice this also, all combined together, your French learning experiences goes really high, and it's really difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
Grammar is a must, guys. It's
a
not
very
like
must.
English.
Yes, it's a
Grammar
really
is
must. Yeah.
Alright guys, so he also did internship from Paris, and he will let us know how did he find the internship and how was his experience in the company.
So
How did you find it? Wait, the first.
okay, so technically, personally, I use LinkedIn and Indeed.fr. So I use these two platforms to find the internships.
Okay.
And each master's degree which you are doing in Paris or France, you must do a 6-month compulsory internships. So, but in my special case, I did one summer internship which is for 3 months in a tech startup here in Paris.
Okay.
And then another 6-month compulsory internship again in another tech startup here in Paris.
Okay.
So I work for clients like Total, Free Mobile here in France.
So
like this.
you found this internship on LinkedIn or Indeed?
So technically I used two platforms. One is LinkedIn and Indeed.fr.
Okay.
But there is also other certain resources like welcometothejungle.com/fr. So
It is like a jungle. It's so many jobs are there, so many internships are there. You can definitely
this is
try.
particularly for the tech startups and startup jobs. So that's what I was focusing on, and that's how I found my internship actually. And I actually was speaking a little bit of French in my previous 1 or 2
Startup?
stages of interviews. Yes, because I have my French colleagues. Even though I work in English, I still have to manage my French during my breaks, during my coffee break and
Right.
everything. So there is apparently a wedding going on, so people are getting married and they are walking down the aisle here.
People are not getting married, only one couple got married.
So yeah, I hope you can see this.
She is looking super pretty. So we are almost at the end of the video. We are going to ask him about some part-time job experience if he has done here in Paris or France overall. So how did you get and what type of jobs you have done?
Okay, so in order to get a part-time job here, when you first enter into France, you have to do your OFI. So I did my OFI in like almost immediately. So like within 1 month I came here and I got it. And after that I started applying for part-time jobs.
Okay.
But even though I don't want to, I just want to get the experience of it, not for the financial reasons. So I applied for the company called as RGIS, so which is basically a inventory accounting work.
Oh, yeah.
So for many companies, like how much stocks there in their warehouse and everything. So I used to work on that for those are midnights. So and then in the morning I used to go for the college. So I just used to do this for like a few weeks, and that's it. After that I didn't go because after that I got my summer internship, and I was more focusing on that and my academics. So that's the reason.
So do you think for getting a part-time job, French is must? Because there are many students who are asking, and there are some people who are saying that for part-time jobs, French is not must. But I will say that you should have at least A2 level of French, which makes easier for them to find jobs even if it is part-time.
So my personal experience, I would say, guys, just learn French, and it's just going to increase your chances exponentially finding many jobs. See, we are coming to France, and people are here are actually against learning English. Even many people don't know English at all, and you have to speak French, and that's a reality. So in order to increase your chances, learn it. That's what I can say.
So yeah, this RGIS job is the inventory, which I think I have discussed already. It is when the store is closed. When the store closes, the job is at that time. So basically during midnight, as you said.
Midnight and early morning, like a 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
2 a.m., 3 a.m. job it is.
Yes.
You can do, but if you have full-time college, then it might be a little
yes, but
dicey.
The problem with RJS is like the inventories and the warehouses are so far from the city, and traveling itself is take half of the time and
But
almost working.
I have heard they provide their own transport.
They actually provide their own transport, but for me, I'm just losing lots and lots of time by traveling than actually working, and that's also the reason I actually quit the job. And let's say if you want to work in like a McDonald's or other restaurant, it's fine. It's okay to improve your French because you are interacting with people, but other than that, please don't do. That's what I can say.
Okay. So this MACD comment contradicts with my last video which I just posted, guys. So I don't know, it depends on you. आपको क्या करना है आप करो. आपको पार्ट टाइम जॉब मैकडी डोमिनोज कहीं पे करनी है तो आप कर सकते हो. And voila. But yeah, we have
This is my personal point of view.
We have different opinion of jobs.
Yeah, this is just my personal point of view, guys. Please don't follow me. Just this is what works for me, and what works for you, please follow that.
Okay, guys. So that's all for today, and I'm going to talk in Hindi now. So yes, बहुत request के बाद ये सर मिले हैं हमको because he is super busy with his work. He does freelancing and all as well, and in French, finding French girlfriends, I don't know. So he's super busy. So that's all for the school experience, and the school name is ISEP.
Yes.
The fees, the link, all these things will be in the description. So whenever you want, आप check कर सकते हो. You can check it out. And any questions, you know what to do. Comment below, and please Instagram पे messages मत करिए यार. Don't send messages like an essay on Instagram. That's why there is an email ID. Now there is also a link to call me and talk. Also you can send you can like put your comments, because on Instagram, even after so many time, आप लोग सब यार Instagram पे मैसेज करते हो, तो वो एक्चुअली पर्सनल था बट अब थोड़ा ऑफिशियल हो गया है, तो अब मैं उसको हैंडल नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. बहुत ज़्यादा ही मैसेजेस आते हैं, तो आई हैव टू जस्ट लेट गो ऑफ सम मैसेजेस एंड आई डोंट सी दैम. सो बेटर आप ईमेल करो या आप कॉल पे बात कर सकते हो. यू कैन सेट अ टाइमिंग एंड वी कैन टॉक, या तो फिर कमेंट कर दीजिए. दैट्स ऑल. Until then, next time, ciao, bye bye.
Standing in wafer lines, crying at doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting round, waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper. Or if you've got to rise up and take what's theirs, or if you've got to rise up and take their share.